Hello, Jack McDowell here, Black Jack McDowell, and you're watching the Sports Circus, which is totally cool. So you have a great time watching. Have some fun.
Welcome to the Sports Circus. I'm your Ringmaster Sal, live from Las Vegas in the AMP TV studio, AAMP.TV. Today's show is brought to you by UppercutChops.com. Check out their tasty selection of all natural, dry-aged USDA Prime Angus and Wagyu steaks and chops. Wait till you see their best-in-class New York steaks, the filet mignons, and of course, the king of all, which are those gigantic cowboy and tomahawk ribeyes. Even the burgers, the Wagyu burgers, will blow you away. They'll probably be the best you've ever had. For more information, check out UppercutChops.com to see the full selection. Shop right from home, or give them a call at 702-799-9935 to place your order, 702-799-9935 for more information, 702-799-9935 for UppercutChops.com. All right, a big welcome in, everybody listening in on our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates from coast to coast, Magic 97.9 FM, right here in Las Vegas in the AMP TV, AAMP.TV mobile studio. Big welcome into everybody on Cox, Comcast, Spectrum, Frontier, WOW Cable television affiliates, as well as hotel television in every metered market in America. That's over 200 of them. We have a very special guest right now. In fact, he's got a cigar. He's going over there in the bright sunshine. We're going to let him introduce himself. Go ahead, young man.
That's too bright here. It's cold, too. I'm just pretending to make sure everybody feel good about it. Jose Rijo in the house, guy. Thank you for having me.
Jose Rijo in the house, not Adam's phone. It's Jose Rijo. All right, buddy. That's great stuff. See if we can make a change to that on our display. All right. Jose, in case people have been living under a rock, they don't know who you are, what you've done, why don't you tell everybody in 30 seconds real quick what you've been able to accomplish on the baseball diamond?
Well, being from Dominican, people know that how much player they come from Dominican. For me, come from San Cristobal, the little city in Dominican, and be able to start playing ball with the Yankees, be able to accomplish the MVP of the 1990 World Series with the Cincinnati Reds. To me, that's a big thing. It's a beautiful thing. People that don't know, it was something that don't come easy because, as you know, against the Oakland A's, who went to 5 World Series straight, and us was supposed to lose in 4 games. I beat them in 4 games, sweep them. It was something that I don't think have been done before, but it was something hard to do. And it came easy because we won 4 games in a row.
Jose, I don't think people realize how good the Oakland A's were, but I don't think people realize how good the Cincinnati Reds were. I remember that series like yesterday. You know why? It's because I was actually in a U-Haul moving to Las Vegas when this was actually being played, when Game 4 was being played on Halloween of 1990.
Who drove the U-Haul? Who drove it?
I drove the U-Haul. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
Come on, man.
Just in case wondering, because I don't know if you had the ability. Because driving a U-Haul with all that stuff in the bag is not an easy drive. You know that.
That's right. But it was Halloween of 1990 was Game 4. That was the clinching game. It's very exciting because I did not want to see the Bash brothers from the Oakland A's when I didn't like Dennis Eckersley in the bullpen. I know he was good. I didn't like Eck coming out of the pen because, remember, he was a starter with the Boston Red Sox, right?
He was.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, I look at it and say, this was a far better team, being the Reds, that everybody thought they were there on accident. They weren't there on accident. This was a really, really good squad.
It's funny because I always think who going to analyze that World Series, Cincinnati against Oakland A's? Because to me, that team that played that year, they all was in the prime. They got a great team together. I mean, they've been in the World Series 3 or 4 times before that one. And us, it was just first time and long time. And until the day the Cincinnati haven't won again, it was a major factor that I faced in that World Series, because knowing that good that team was, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
What was the most unbelievable thing that happened to you in that series?
The day they start the game 1, when I wake up in the morning, I always get the USA Today to read, see what people think, what the reporter think. And they say, I tune the first page in the sports station in the USA Today, and I saw the first page, it got 6 photos of 6 players of Oakland A's. Then when I turned the page, second page, it got Cincinnati with Jose Rijo photo only. I said, wow, that's a lot of pressure. That's how good they were back then.
Well,
to face that.
Look, the thing was, your club was so much better than what people gave credit. They said, oh, it was David and Goliath. David and Goliath, my ass. No, you had the best team in the National League against the best team in the American League. That's it. And that's it. So tell me about your conversations with Dave Stewart after that.
It was unbelievable. And as good as Dave Stewart were, and something funny happened, because me and Dave Stewart were very good friends, because he happened to play in Dominican and Licey, the team with me, 10 years before maybe. And then to face him in the World Series, him being as good as he was, win like 20 games, 4th season, and with the Oakland A's, and have a Maguire, Canseco, Ricky Henderson, Terry Steinbach, Willie Randolph, Harold Vane, Kenny Lanford. Bro, it was unbelievable. You got to be well prepared to face that team without even get nervous or without making a mistake. And unfortunately for them, I didn't make any mistake.
Well, all the pressure was on them, honestly. And the funny thing is, when you take a guy like, and I know this for a fact, you and I both know the same thing. Ricky Henderson was an enormous trash talker. And in fact, Ricky talked trash to the fans as well as everybody else, too. All the opposing team. He was good.
That's Ricky being Ricky. But
that's right. It's Ricky. Yep.
As much trash talking he did, he backed it up. That goddamn guy was good. He was good.
He was really good. He was, and so he could do this. It's okay.
I got traded for him to make it even better.
Yeah. But what I loved about Ricky is that what he would do out there when he was playing left field, he would talk at the fans, but he would also hold his glove up and he would flip people off behind his glove. He would flip off all the fans and basically just give them a piece of business without opening his mouth on top of it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
He got a good relationship with the fans. He got along well because fans like that. Fans go and tell people why they talk about it with Ricky, that it's not normal. And Ricky was good at it. And the best thing about Ricky, all the trash you're talking, I don't think it was that much trash. He was real. He was that good.
You know what? I love the trash talking, but at the same time, when you look at that club, you say, all right, I think Dave won 27 games that year. I think Dave Stewart won 27 that year. He was 27-4, something like that. I don't know, some crazy thing. But it didn't matter because all the pressure was on them.
I only remember he was 0-2 in the World Series. That's all I remember.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff. And, of course, I know you've had a chance to talk to him, but let's talk a little bit about the players that come out of the Dominican Republic. We see this on a regular basis. We see a lot of San Pedro de Macorís, but in the country itself, baseball is such a big deal. I remember at my time over there, I would stop at the roadside to just watch the games being played in the park because the park games were just as good as what we'd see in the minor leagues anyway.
That's one thing that right now, the situation in Dominica got even better because now they build so many baseball field. They get the guy, the kid at 12, 13 years old, and develop to be a major league player. That farm in Dominican is really growing. And there's no coincidence why we are number 2 in the world in producing major league player. Besides California, Dominican is the second best country developing player. But we work at it. We good at it because that's what we do, play ball. They said there's only 2 ways to leave the island. It's by throwing. Unfortunately, I was one of them, or swinging.
That's a long swim over to the next island. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, that's a very long swim. Hey, listen, we've got 1 minute left in this segment. So in the next segment, I want to talk a little bit more about the Dominican Republic and the culture of baseball. It's kind of a big deal that people hear about it. Like you said, listen, man, it's a way of life at the end of the day. But I want to dig a little bit deeper into it on why it's either throw a ball or swim out. So we could talk a little bit about that. 'Cause I used to have a place over there myself. And I have to tell you, I thought the people were phenomenal. The people were very, very nice. The food's great. The beaches are great. But there are some things that happen over there that people need maybe a little bit more resources. And let's dig into that in the next segment. What do you think?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I think that's great. And folks, we're here with the great Jose Rijo, World Series champion, World Series MVP. He was even the strikeouts leader in 1993, Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, all the other accolades that come with it. The guy's got, I guess, apparently the best cigars in town on top of it, too. He's going to have to share those with everybody else, too.
Believe it. They got to be Fuente cigar.
All right, folks, we're going to be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come here with Jose Rijo. Back in a few.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happened. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-361-3491. 800-361-3491. 800-361-3491. Again, that's 800-361-3491.
AMP, the multi-format network, is here to help create, produce, distribute, and sell your content. For more information, send a message to info@aamp.tv. That's info@aamp.tv.
Are you a small business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you with startup capital, business strategy, sales and marketing, and establishing your company with a physical location or on the internet. You decide. You bring the idea. The American Business Trust Company can help with the rest. For a free evaluation, you may visit them online at abtrustco.com. That's ABTRUSTCO.com or call them at 657-600-1876. That's the American Business Trust Company, 657-600-1876. Call them today. They can help your business right away.
Come on, you watch the news. Be prepared to pay more taxes. Then if you owe back taxes or haven't filed in a few years, get ready. The IRS, the largest collection agency in the world, will be coming after you. With the power to collect taxes by any means they want to. Hey, they can freeze your bank account, your passport, even padlock your business. Oh, good times. Look, if the IRS claims you owe them $5,000 or more in back taxes and they're coming after you, don't panic. Call my friends at Get a Tax Lawyer first. Their job is to negotiate with the IRS and save you money. They're experts at it. That's all they do. And you can trust them. In some cases, they have reduced a $50,000 tax bill to less than $1,000. If you owe the IRS $5,000 or more in back taxes, call now for a free consultation.
800-908-7016. 800-908-7016. 800-908-7016. That's 800-908-7016.
Welcome back to the Sports Circus. I'm your Ringmaster Sal, live from Las Vegas in the AMP TV studio, AAMP.TV. This segment brought to you in part by Cali Vegas, helping people create and host their very own radio, TV, or multimedia talk show. Cali Vegas can help with everything they need to get out of sitting in hours of traffic, commuting back and forth to the same old boring job, and host their very own talk show in their very own home studio. Pete Rose, I'm talking to you. For more information, contact Cali Vegas at 949-445-1119. That's 949-445-1119. Again, 949-445-1119, or visit online for more information at www.calivegas.com. That's CALI Vegas.com. All right, a big welcome back to everybody listening in on our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates, including our friends over in Honolulu on CBS Sports 1500 KHKA. That's home of the 49ers, home of the San Francisco Baseball Giants, and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Big hello to our friends down in Southern California, sunny Southern California. That's NBC News and CNBC Financial. Also, right here in Las Vegas, Magic 97.9 FM, right around the corner from the Fremont Street Experience. Hello to our friends over in Natchez, Mississippi, Fairday, Louisiana on Mid-South Broadcasting 107.1 The River. Thanks for joining us, as well as the world champion Atlanta Braves WAUD in Auburn, Alabama, and in Atlanta, WDJY 99.1 FM, and everywhere else streaming and watching us on Cox, Comcast, Spectrum, Frontier, Wow Cable, and Hotel Television. Here with the great Jose Rijo. And Jose, the world champion Jose Rijo, the strikeout champion Jose Rijo, the World Series MVP Jose Rijo, and also, by the way, in case you're keeping score, the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame Jose Rijo. All right, did I cover everything, Jose? And the guy with the best cigars in town, too, right?
Yes, believe it. And I was the Enron Alvarez king, too.
Oh. I thought you said you were the hamburger king. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right, so talk to me a little bit more about San Cristobal. Tell me a little bit more.
It's this very small town. That's the first city in the south part. Was not too many players came out of there. Mondesi, Raul Mondesi, Jose Guillen, Jose Baez, who was our first major league player there. Not too many players come out of there yet, but they got a lot of coming very soon. We can say the Guerrero family is from there too, because they're from a little bit from between San Cristobal and Bani. But they got some very interesting and very good players that are coming out of there.
Well, Jose, are you active in the baseball with the kids and the baseball community back there still?
With my kid.
Tell me a little bit more about yours.
I just, for me to go out there and work with somebody else's kid, it won't be fair for my kid or for myself to give time to somebody else. And my kid is in the verse to develop as a player, and they love it. And I feel that I got better chance to make them a better person and a better player if you dedicate more time to them. And that's what I'm doing.
What position?
They 14 and 10 years old, they play everywhere. But I also got a pitching. That's my main subject.
I like the fact that you said they play everywhere at 14 because, in the U.S., a lot of times the kids will get pigeonholed very quickly from 7, 8, 9 years old. This is where you're going to play, and you're not going to play in another position. That's not how it works down there. Like you said, they play everywhere.
Because you don't know until later on where they're going to be good at. So you try to find the comfortable zone for them. And to do that, you playing everywhere. And make sure they get more chance playing. Because at the end of the day, the most important thing is to have them play. That's all.
Yeah, and the reason I mention this, I remember as a kid, as a 12-year-old kid, the first time I played organized baseball, they put me on a pitcher's hill because, well, I had a big arm, right? But then, my game, essentially, my brain is 60 foot 6 inches. Then they put me out in center field because I could run fast. The problem is, in my brain, my game is 60 foot 6 inches. It's not 200 feet, 300 feet. You see what I'm saying? And so the perspective is very different from that part of the baseball field.
But it is. I depend on your ability and where you feel more comfortable to do, the 10 better than anybody else. And depend the competition you face in that time and that team. Sometimes you might be good at shortstop, but you got a better shortstop ahead of you. So then the manager, to use your ability, he put you somewhere else. Then you start develop the different position. And that's the case where you're young. You get used to it quick.
Right. And I was pigeonholed as a little kid. And so for me, it really tainted my view of the game because even when they put me in other positions, I didn't have that in my head. So here I'm in center field and I'm running in to catch a ball and the ball's sailing over my head.
It wasn't in the center field there. It was an infielder.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was unbelievable. I was the worst center fielder I've ever seen. Then they tried to hide me in right field. But they say he got a big arm so he could throw the ball even if it gets over his head. And the problem is, think about this as a pitcher, when you release the ball, did your middle finger come off the ball first? So you get the road.
Depend. I only do that in the football. When you throw a football, you hold the ball between your finger. You use both fingers to make the movement of the ball, whether you're going to go left or right. Exactly. So then you put more pressure the way you want the ball to go to, and that's what I did. And the other pitches in the slider, fastball, curveball, you got to have the same grip.
Right. And so, see, what my problem was when I threw the ball is naturally my middle finger would when I just threw it, it would come off the ball first. So it would put that rotation so I would have it bend back to the left. So even when they put me in left field, I'll never forget this. They put me in left field and I actually caught the ball. Who knew? I caught the ball, but I had to throw it at the dugout for it to curve back into home plate.
So naturally you were left-hander.
Yeah. And I could not throw the ball straight.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, I never knew how to throw the ball straight. And here's the funny thing. The only way I could throw the ball somewhat straight is if I threw a slider. That's it.
Oh, my God. That's my best pitch you're talking about. I can talk about it.
So, all right. So now since you're not pitching in the league anymore, what was it about the slider for you? Did it not hurt your elbow? Didn't you have an elbow issue?
Big time. I got 5 surgeries, including 2 Tommy John. A lot of people don't even come back after 1. I got 2, and I still was able to come back. I used the slider. It wasn't even a secret weapon. Everybody knew the slider was coming. As a matter of fact, I got a little story in Atlanta. I was pitching that day, and Deion Sanders, who was playing at the time with Atlanta Braves, he asked Joe Oliver, the catcher. He said, "Joe, I just want to know when Rijo going to throw the slider. I don't care about the fastball or the forkball. They just told me when he's going to throw the slider." Joe said, "I'm going to tell you, but you know what? He ain't going to hit it anyway."
I love that.
Especially in the count. At 3-0, 3-2, it was automatic slider because I got it that good in control of that slider.
Yeah, I was recently watching a game, and I was telling somebody, I said, look, just myself, I played the same position as you, not as well, of course, or as long, but I was watching, the get me over pitch, and I knew everything off speed, everything. That's the only thing this pitcher could get over the plate, period. Because you knew when they opened the count up, you're going to try to blow by with a fastball because he got no control. The plate's jumping all over the place, right? And so, right. So if it's 2-1, 3-1, 2-0, I knew the whole world must have known that something off speed was coming. And this guy was getting shelled because he had no control on his fastball.
That's the good thing. That's the one thing that people don't understand. Fastball is the hardest pitch to hit out of the park. But us pitchers, we don't see it that way. We think because we control the breaking ball better than the fastball most of the time, because you got to have a good fastball in order to lose control over it. Because when you throw hard, it's hard to control it. But breaking ball, it's easy to control it. At least we think that way. But you got to have a good one in order to be effective. It's not the speed that matters. It's the count when you throw it. And the way you set up the header to throw the breaking ball to be more effective.
Yeah. And you know what I do like here in our last minute of the segment? I love the fact that pitchers have returned to a strikeout pitch being that high fastball. Because, you know, when it's up, it's hard to hit.
It's hard to catch up to it. You got to be real quick. You got to get on top of the ball. It's almost impossible to do it.
You know what I find interesting is and I want to talk about this in the next segment, with hitters, because they uppercut a lot. Now they've uppercut.
Now, even the scout now, when they're going to see a hitter, they got to have the uppercut. I don't even know why.
It's stupid.
It is. One of the best hitter ever that I ever see was Dane Winfield. He got that level swing. He was hitting everything. He was a great hitter. And today, get an uppercut, he's not a good hitter.
Well, I want to talk about that in the next segment. We're going to go to break in about 20 seconds.
I would have loved to be pitching in this era now, because that would have how easy it is.
You would have won 30 games. All right, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be back here in just a few minutes with world champion Jose Rijo in just a few minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this one. Back in a few minutes.
That dumb motherfucker.
Attention business owners, you and your customers are listening to this commercial right now. Face it, every business needs customers, even yours. The Sports Circus is a primetime nationally syndicated program that's carried on ABC, NBC, CNBC, and Westwood One News affiliates, plus CBS, Fox, and NBC sports affiliates across North America, with coverage from Hawaii to New York. Also, the Sports Circus is available to the 180 million subscribers on iHeartRadio, and the Sports Circus gets about 4 million website visitors per month, which could click through your website and bring sales. The Sports Circus provides great content featuring celebrity guests from sports and entertainment to our audience every weekday, which your company could greatly benefit from by increasing your visibility, foot traffic, eyeballs to your website, and calls from potential customers. Call us right now at 702-799-9935. Again, 702-799-9935, or email us at info@thesportscircus.com. That's info@thesportscircus.com. Drive your sales today by advertising with the Sports Circus.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happened. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-361-3491. 800-361-3491. 800-361-3491. Again, that's 800-361-3491.
So, you want to be in show business. Do people tell you that you're really funny, you have a great personality, and you should have your own talk show? Many of us have been told that, but we don't know how to get started. It's easier than you think. Let the pros at Cali Vegas give you a free talent evaluation. Call 949-445-1119 and learn how quickly you can create, produce, and host your very own talk show. Imagine not having to sit in traffic every day, commuting back and forth to the same old boring job. Get started in television or radio today with your free talent evaluation from Cali Vegas. Call 949-445-1119 or visit them online at calivegas.com. Make your dream come true today and create your new career and learn how to become a television or radio star with the help of Cali Vegas. 949-445-1119. Call now.
Hey everyone, this is Darrell Evans of the 1984 World Champion Detroit Tigers. My favorite show to be on is the Sports Circus with Big Sal.
Welcome back to the Sports Circus. I'm your Ringmaster Sal, live from Las Vegas in the AMP TV studio, AAMP.TV. This segment brought to you in part by Legal Shield, providing legal protection and peace of mind. Legal Shield can help with traffic tickets, texting and driving, DUIs, court appearances, maybe a pitcher drilled you in the side of the head because you didn't like the way you're looking at him and you need a lawyer. Contact Legal Shield for more information, 213-245-1305. That's 213-245-1305. Whatever you do, don't look at the pitcher funny because he may drill you right in the knee on top of it. 213-245-1305. That's Legal Shield. Check them out at nocourt.us. That's www.nocourt.us. All right, welcome back to everybody on our CBS, NBC, and Fox Sports affiliates from coast to coast, hotel television, and of course, Magic 97.9 FM right here in Las Vegas and everybody else. Here with the great Jose Rijo. And Jose, we were talking about in the last segment, right before we were going to break and during break, about this idea, this idiotic idea of an uppercut for hitters in today's baseball game. Is that the stupidest thing you've ever heard or what?
I hear so many stupid things in baseball today. It is unbelievable. It amazes me because the uppercut swing, bro, it just very few guys had it and it go well against it. But they're looking for the home run so much now that they even changing the swing and the header. And to me, as a pitcher, I would love to be pitching in this era now because it will have the advantage for me. Because none of the guy can hit the high pitch. And if you pick inside and you get the outside for yourself, it's 90% chance you're going to be successful when you're pitching again if you're smart, if you control your pitches. But today, with a level swing, it becoming so big thing that the scout, when they're going to look at player, if they don't have the uppercut swing, sometimes they don't even want to see it. I don't even know why. I think it's a stupid thing that I see in baseball right now.
I agree. And this is for all the people that don't understand why it's stupid. So we have a flat surface. We have home plate that's a flat surface. And we have a level swing that we were taught as kids. And the level swing keeps the baseball bat in the hitting zone, in the hitting area for the duration of the plate. Rather than coming uppercut, it intersects home plate. So, in other words, your chances of hitting the ball are dramatically less with an uppercut swing than hitting with a level swing. And what's worse is that uppercut swing, if you don't hit it in the sweet spot, you're going to either beat the ball into the ground or you're going to pop it straight up in the air.
You're in trouble. Even if you hit it, you're not hit it as well. It's not going to go nowhere. But when you hit it well, it's going to travel. Of course, you're going to travel more. But your chances are very limited, are very little, in order for you to hit the ball square.
Yeah, it was about 2 seasons ago. I heard Miguel Cabrera talking about how he switched to an uppercut swing. Did you see the same thing I did?
I did. But to me, it don't make any sense as a fan. If I'm a pitcher, I would love to then to have the uppercut swing because it worked the advantage for the pitcher if the pitcher is smart enough and had a good control of his pitches.
Yeah, and I just think baseball is Rob Manfred is making a lot of mistakes with the game. Juicing the baseball and then bringing it back a little bit, then juicing it even more. Wind it a little bit tighter. The ball will go further. Fans want to see home runs. That's a bunch of BS because at the end of the day, he's tinkering with the game that doesn't need to be tinkered with.
But I don't even know why people want to watch a game that is finished 10-7, 12-5. I like to, me as a player, as a fans right now, I like to see the game 2-1, 3-2. We're very close game. Home run is perfect, but to me, what excites me more than home run, I strike out with the bases loaded. I think to me it's more excited. But today, the way the ball is built and the way they're doing the game, they're doing the more for the excitement of the home run for the game. And glad they're having a great game or a good game being played like the way they used to be.
I believe the baseball is juiced, 100%. That's my belief. Do you have an opinion?
I don't think it's juiced, but it's prepared for the hitter. The ball travel farther and quicker than they used to be before, without a doubt. And
so if
fence are shorter. They used to be 425-footer. Now they like 370, 325. I don't understand that. I don't either. I mean, I look at it this way. If it's prepared, that means the ball's maybe wound a little bit tighter. Because remember, Major League Baseball now owns Rawlings. Yeah, you don't see this stolen base anymore. You don't see the hit and run. You don't see the base with the way you used to play. That's not as sight anymore. It's like you got to go to the game to look for the home run, and that's it.
See, for me, I was very upset when they started the designated hitter in the National League because all the strategy is gone now in the National League.
But not only that, how do you compare the team from before than the team play now? I mean, it's a totally different game. The bases are bigger now. He cannot block home plate. He cannot break double play like he used to. He cannot pitch inside. I mean, how the heck you play the game or you compare one play to another today? He can't do that. It's impossible.
Yeah, they want a home run because they think the fans want home runs. But, Jose, here's the problem. The fans, by the way, folks, a big welcome back to everybody just tuning in. We're here with Jose Rijo, by the way, World Series champion, Reds Hall of Fame, World Series MVP, all that stuff. Look him up, Google him. He's everywhere. And by the way, make sure you follow him on Facebook, too, and all those other social media. But the fact is, Jose, when you look at the game today and you say, all right, you have all these changes in the game, and they say it's all for the fans, but the fans are busy on their smartphones checking in. Hi, I'm here. Look at me. Here's a selfie with an ice cream cone or with my friends. They're not watching the game. Now they have netting around the whole damn stadium, and people should learn to keep their heads up at the game instead of heads down looking at a telephone.
It's so right. It's room for everybody. Those fans that do that, they're not real baseball fanatics. Because when you are a baseball fan, you go to the game, you're going to enjoy 9 innings of the game. You pay attention to every little detail. So when you go back or out of the game, you can tell what happened. What did people do? They go watch it in the phone or watch it on TV, and then they can talk about it. That's not fair. But they're not real baseball fanatic.
You know, I have a story. Listen to this one. So the World Baseball Classic 2008, I think it was 2009. So it was in Los Angeles. I went to go see the U.S. and Japan play. And you remember Adam Dunn, big Adam Dunn. Adam Dunn is up. I know. Right. That's what I said. You remember him. Adam, a big guy. And when he connected, man, he connected. And I was sitting even with the right fielder down the line at Dodger Stadium. And next to me, there was a Japanese girl right on the other side of the aisle. I was right on the aisle in the box seat. She was right on the other side of the aisle. And here come Adam Dunn. And Adam Dunn hits those low line drives. That's just the way he swung the bat. And so Adam, he hit a 15-foot off the ground, screaming line drive. And I turned to it, and I'm ready. I'm scared because I know it's going to break my hands if I hit it, right? If I catch it. But what happened was the ball hit the Japanese girl right square in the side of the head. What was she doing? She was on her cell phone.
Everybody that will listen to the radio right now, the program, you got to pay attention to that. It could have happened to you too. So if you go to the game, pay attention to the ball. You got to keep your eyes on the ball the whole time because there's no safe place in the stadium. If you're not watching, then you might be able to get hit. And you don't want that.
Well, Jose, because of stuff like that, now there's netting down the sidelines when you're going down through foul territory because of people like that don't pay attention and they get hurt at games. Now they wreck it for everybody that maybe wants to get a ball for their kid or something and just be a part of the game closer without a net in between. The only way you can get around that is in the outfield or in the upper deck.
It's hard to think that quick when a ball hits you right at you that hard. But me as a player, If I'm watching the game and a ball comes to me, I just get out of the way because I know how much damage it can do. That's me being a baseball player. You as a fan, if you don't play ball, you got to be careful too because the damage could be worse.
All you got to do is watch because then you could duck.
I want to get the ball for the kid. I know you want to get the baseball for your kid or for yourself, but you don't want to have a ball to your kid with a big old swollen eyes or big broken dog. It doesn't look
right.
good.
Well, imagine, sometimes people catch the ball with their beer, but you can't catch the ball with the side of your head. You got to just be able to duck, and that's it. Get out of the way.
Get out of the way, guy. Or ask one of the players for a ball. I know they're all not all they're so nice. They give it to you, but you get a better chance to get a ball when it's cold and free and it's right there instead of catch a line drive and and get hurt. Or sometimes you forget about you with your kid. You just take your mind away from your kid and your ball might hit your kid. That's another reason why you should be careful because your kid are there, so you got to be able to protect them.
Yeah. Well, Jose, listen, before we go to break, I got to tell you this. You'll get a kick out of this. So I was at Old Comiskey Park, Old Chicago, where the White Sox played. And I was right next to the foul pole one time. I was in the front row, right next to the foul pole. And your old teammate, Walter Weiss, was up. And so Walt Weiss, he was a dead pull hitter. And I'm thinking, okay, it's maybe 38 degrees. It's a cold day. I know he hits the ball as a low line drive, home run. And I'm like, this is going to hurt. It's going to hurt my hands. So I'm looking at the last second. I duck. And it hit the kid behind me right in the belly who was eating a pizza, and it dropped right at his feet, right to my feet, boom, and I got the ball. And guess what? I still have that ball today. How do you like that?
You should have bring your baseball glove to the field, too.
I didn't need it. I had the kid behind me belly.
Well, sorry for the pizza. He likes the pizza.
I know, folks, we're going to be back here with Jose Rijo in just a few minutes, folks. Don't go anywhere. Lots more to come here on The Circus.
You don't sit behind a desk every day to earn a living. You're out and about making it happen. And sometimes you get a little bit behind on your paperwork, like bookkeeping and paying your taxes. It's easy to get behind on paying your taxes. It happens to the best of us. And you know what happens next. The big bad IRS comes knocking on your door. And when that happens, you need to call the good old boys at the Tax Doctor. Let them do what they do best. Deal and negotiate with the IRS so you pay the lowest you can in back taxes that the law allows. We are a 100% U.S.-based company, and we've saved our clients millions over the years in back taxes. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, call my friends right now at the Tax Doctor and learn more.
800-989-1694. 800-989-1694. 800-989-1694. That's 800-989-1694.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happened. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-361-3491. 800-361-3491. 800-361-3491. Again, that's 800-361-3491.
That's the sound of sizzling, dry-aged USDA Prime Wagyu and Angus steaks from UppercutChops.com. Their best-in-class filet mignons, New York steaks, and the king of all steaks, the tomahawk and cowboy cut ribeyes are the best in the business. Even their Prime Wagyu burgers will likely be the best you've ever had. Browse the full selection of steaks and chops at UppercutChops.com from the comfort of your home or on your mobile device. UppercutChops.com delivers all-natural, dry-aged USDA Prime Wagyu and Angus steaks and chops directly to your door, without the hassle of going to the grocery store and fight crowds to pick from a small selection of average at best meats with injected steroids, fillers, and coloring added to look good. Find out what's for dinner at UppercutChops.com or call 702-799-9935. That's 702-799-9935. 702-799-9935. Or make your selection directly at UppercutChops.com.
Welcome back to the Sports Circus. How do you not love that music? I'm Tom Brenneman. Back to the Sports Circus. I'm your Ringmaster Sal, live from Las Vegas in the AMP TV studio, AAMP.TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow AAMP.TV. It stands for All Ages Media Programming Television, in case you're keeping score. AMP TV. All right, a big welcome back to everybody. You know who you are. I don't have to keep explaining it, but guess what? We're here with the great Jose Rijo. In fact, folks, make sure you follow this guy, the Hall of Famer, the World Series champion, the World Series MVP, the strikeout king. Make sure you follow him. He's going to tell you how to follow him right now.
Just go to Facebook, Jose A. Rijo, and all the media. Just look for Jose Rijo. I'm there, baby. Because if you look up, you're going to have fun. It's going to be entertainment.
You do a lot of videos, too. I like the videos. They're entertaining.
It is, because you want to keep up with your fans, you know, especially in Cincinnati. I had so many great fans, and I got so much love every time I come to Cincinnati that I got to follow. I got to keep up with them because it's a beautiful experience. You make a lot of friends, good relationship, and it's awesome. And I think player, after they retire, they should keep focus and keep friends with the fans, because the fans, they're not just when you play, they fans forever.
Well, you know, Jose, you have a lot of fans in Southern California, too. And the reason being is because all those Angels fans that couldn't seem to get past the Oakland A's, for example, the World Series time, everybody was rooting for the Cincinnati Reds at that time.
Hey, I got a lot of them.
Yeah, that's right. I got to tell you, you know, there's a lot of people in Southern California that were very happy that the Oakland A's did not win that second World Series. I mean, they weren't a dynasty. If they would have won 2 World Series on their way to a third one, that's where you kind of draw the line, isn't it?
And they had the chance. They don't complete the mission, but they had a chance. So that don't make them like what people think they were. They were good. I give it to them. They got a great team, but they only have one World Series champion. And I only won one time. We won. They win, I think, 4 or 5 times, and they only got one.
That's right. Well, guess what? That's because they were playing that World Series with 10 fingers wrapped around their throat. That's why.
Believe it.
What about the pressure of playing in a game when you know you're supposed to win? Right? Well, tell me about that.
Well, the game, you know, I was not to be.
Be honest. It's okay. It's just us.
But I don't want people to think that I was just good, or I don't think that I was that good, because I was good. And I feel so confident, and I feel so great at the mound when I was pitching that I feel I'm unhittable. The only way that I was going to lose again if I was making a mistake. And I make very few, because I prepare for that one day that I was pitching the best I could to best of my knowledge. If I give out more than 3 runs, and again, I would go out there and work harder to make sure it don't happen to me again, at least for another 2-3 months. That's why it became that good, because I believe in myself, and I worked very hard out of it.
You know, Jose, what I don't like in today's game is that the management is worried about pitch count. They're worried about all this other crap that doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, think about this.
You know why, right? There's too much goddamn money. They got to protect the guy's arm. And what happened anyway? Look what happened.
Right. Everybody got the on the nerve problem.
Absolutely.
They say, it's we have a Tommy John problem. No, you have an ulnar nerve problem. It's because you're throwing too much slider, you're tweaking your wrist too much, and you're building up too much in the weight room when you're supposed to be a fluid body. You're not supposed to be a big, burly guy pitching on the hill.
Long and lean muscle. That's what you need. A lot of repetition, not big. And when you get big, it's for the after the game. They want to look good. But during the field, you want to look lean, long, and strong. You don't want to look fit. That's one thing that I have that I was thinking. Now, last year, it put the ice in the cake when I was watching the playoff on the World Series. I do not see one pitcher pitch more than 3 innings in those games. What kind of game we playing today, bro? What world of baseball?
Buddy, this is, we're playing on another planet because this is not the baseball that we know. What we're saying, oh, this guy can only pitch and face 1 hitter or 2 hitters. You have this stupid role of a closer. The guy comes in and throws 4 pitches and he's suddenly a hero. When the reality is the closer.
He came in, he got to face 3 guys if he came in reliever.
Listen to this. I want your opinion on this, Jose, because you think back to guys like Denny McClain that would win 30 games in a year, and this guy was throwing 8, 9 innings. Your starting rotation is strong. Your relievers show just how weak your starting rotation is, right or wrong.
Well, most of the pitchers in the past, they got as many wins as many complete games. Today, they got 3 complete games and 30 games. I don't understand that. That's too much. I don't even know why. Why are they doing? I don't understand that.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen because, they say, well, we say, well, the third time around, the hitter has seen everything that the pitcher has, so we're going to bring somebody else in. If the pitcher is good enough, it doesn't matter if they've seen him on 100 times. But
not only that, I knew before a lot of pitchers that the more they was pitching, the better they would get. Now they don't get chance to have those pitchers to be better or to prove themselves to the people, to the fans, to the manager, that they can become a better pitcher. I remember Liban Hernandez. He would get about 5 runs in 1 inning, but he's still pitching a complete game. Today, you get about 2 or 3 runs, and you're out of the game. And you throw 3 pitches, you're out of the game. It's unbelievable.
Jose, they're hurting the starting pitchers because what they're not doing is they're not letting them face adversity.
Exactly. Today, we got some teams that have better relief pitcher than starting pitcher. Why? Because they're changing the game. They want 3 or 4 innings out of the starting pitcher because they have 5 a good reliever that can close the game. So that's
but you burn everybody's arm out. If you start bringing these guys in, let's go here, then let's go here, let's go here, let's go. You burnt out your whole bullpen. And by the way, when it comes to dog days of summer in August, nobody's got an arm left. Everybody's hose is hanging.
Don't forget that they play 8 months, 2 months of spring training and 6 months in the season. It's good to sometimes to get 3 or 4 days rest to get your arm back. They can't do it today because those guys got to pitch every day. You don't know what he's going to be pitching. He might be pitched 2 or 3 innings today. He might be pitching the next 2 days in a row. And that really hurting the goddamn pitching staff. And they don't think that way. They prefer the pitcher, the starting pitcher, the pitch 3 or 4 innings, and they go on with the reliever instead of let the starting pitcher go 5 or 6 innings and let the guy, get the job done in the way he's supposed to do.
Yeah, and the bigger problem with Jose, the bigger problem with all of this is that not only are the kids or the pitchers today not facing adversity, but look, whatever happened to the eye test? Now, you knew probably as well as any other pitcher, as did I, if you were missing up, generally you were tired, right or wrong?
Absolutely. And that's one thing that a pitcher, that the manager become good at it, knowing the situation of the pitcher, know by the way of his pitching, when he get tired. Today, they got a pitch count. Even if you throw the ball good, they get you out because you reach your limit. And I don't understand that. They're not. This guy Duque. When they found out the real age of my Duque, they limited his pitching. And what happened? He got hurt right away because the more he was pitching, the better he was getting. He was pitching better when he was tired than when he was strong.
You know why? Because he was pitching smarter. That's why.
He pitched. When he's strong, he throw the ball. That's two different situations.
That's right. A lot of people don't understand that.
Absolutely. And it surprised me that you are an interviewer and you asking me all that kind of question, which, by the way, they are very good questions. And you seem to know the knowledge. Yeah, I understand it's the real situation because a lot of people don't understand and they don't care. As long as they play the game the way they do it, they want to see home run. For those who know baseball, they want to tend to do it right. They want to see the pitcher do the right thing. They want to watch Jose Rijo pitch in the mound 5, 6, 7 innings because they want to see Jose Rijo. They don't want to see the bullpen the whole time. That's why they named the starting pitcher, because he's the ace of that day. And people go there to see that person. So they want to see him full develop. They want to see him a full game. They want to throw a complete game.
Yeah, I believe that people want to see complete games, but they're not accustomed to it anymore because it's not a part of the game anymore. And it's frustrating. When I talk to a lot of guys like yourself, and they don't even want to watch baseball because all it is a bunch of changes all the way across the board, and the game is not what we knew it as.
That's why I got such a great relationship with Lou Piniella. When he was managing me, he never took me out without asking me how I'm doing. The only time he took me out without asking me, it was against Ford in the World Series. In the 9th inning, I strike out the first guy in the 9th inning, and I retired the first 22 in a row, and he took me out. I was so mad at him that day. He said, "Rijo, you do your job, let me do mine." I said, "Lovely. I hope you do yours." And well, I did mine. So now I see you outside. It don't happen anymore. Those guys are happy taking out in the 3rd or the 4th or 5th inning.
I know. Listen, Jose, we're running on time right now. Tell everybody again how to follow you, what you're working on. Take 1 minute and do that.
Well, I'm just really, I love to keep connected with my fans. I love to keep talking about baseball because I don't do it as often that I do. Yeah, when I normally do, I do it in a personal way. But I would like to see a lot of questions. I like to hear lots of questions, a lot of comments about people because my relationship with the fans, I want it to be forever because I'm always going to be a baseball player. I might not play right now, but I'm going to follow baseball. And I love to do things with the fans because they were good to me. I am Jose Rijo because of fans. One of the few players, I think, that know and understand the fans was more important than the owner and the play and everybody because we play for them. They pay our salary. The check might sign by somebody else, but the money's come from the fans. And I really do I do love that. And you want to follow me, go to Facebook and follow me. Go to the other social media that I've been in. I'm all over the place. So if you want to follow me, I invite you to. And any kind of question, I don't care what kind of question you want to know, because I'm open to anything.
That's good stuff. All right, Jose, we're going to expect you back on the show again. We're coming to an end. And thanks for joining us, Hall of Famer and World Series champion, World Series MVP, strikeout king. That's Jose Rijo, folks. Cincinnati Reds, also played for the A's, and, of course, with the Yankees and sweet Lou Piniella as well. Listen, folks, make sure you tune in 23 hours right here on your favorite station, and we'll see you next time with yet another great episode of the Sports Circus. Until then, thanks to Jose Rijo, and we'll see you next time. So long, everyone.
Business owner or pursuing the dream of starting your own company? Do you know where to start or how to grow that existing business? The American Business Trust Company has the answers you need. The American Business Trust Company can help you start up with capital, business strategy, sales, and marketing, and establish your company with a physical location or an online presence.
I'm your Ringmaster Sal of the Sports Circus, a primetime nationally syndicated television, radio, sports, and entertainment show. The Sports Circus covers topics others are too scared to talk about. There's no other primetime show like it on here that'll punch you in the face and you'll beg for more. Join me, Hall of Famers, world champions, and all-star celebrity guests for chaos and controversy here on Libsyn and all podcast platforms, plus thesportscircus.com. Remember, folks, it's a circus and we prove it every day.